Yeah. Like groupthink may occur.
Like if you fall down, everyone's gonna think someone else is gonna help you. Like that many people. Like 4 people, they're gonna look at each other and be like, I'm gonna help them up right now. Like I need at least 12 people
Like we
to
can
be
get
like
a chant going.
big
good.
enough for a wave. If a wave can't travel through without people just putting their hands in the air, not an audience.
I want the heat to change in the room.
Can you relate?
It's been a while.
It's been a long while. Not a good long while, just a long while.
Just one of those. Yeah, it's been a while since we've heard those sweet sounds. Trash Beats Allen.
Coming off a birthday.
Oh,
Officially 57 years old, our good friend Alan.
you don't look a day over 50.
Not a day. You
Not
know
a
what
day.
I mean? He doesn't look like he smokes Black and Milds. And he does, which is good. You're holding it well.
Does he?
For sure.
That's pretty black, dude.
Yeah, he smokes Black and Milds like he wears a do-rag. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Black and mild. Oh, I was going to say something racist right there.
You're just going to add do-rag to Black and Milds?
Like, just accurately sums up their demographic. No.
Pretty good. It's
pretty fucked
good.
up.
Right off the top, you know, it haven't missed a beat.
Yeah, I'm your host. One of your hosts of this beautiful thing we got going on. Zach Malcolm, at Zach Malcolm on Instagram.
Wonders when he was going to get to it. My name is
there.
D Nimick, the other host, at D Nimick on Instagram.
Yeah.
And in real life.
Wait, last episode was 174. When, though? June 6th.
June.
We haven't done this in over 2 months.
Yeah, over 2 months.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of you guys hit me up. A lot of you guys reached out, said, where's the podcast? What's going on?
Did they?
A lot of them did.
Because no one reached out to me. Which is like,
I'm.
why do it, you know?
They don't know it's with a K and a B.
But they reached out to you, though.
They
so
did
that makes
reach out
feel-
to me.
All right, cool.
So, I mean, your calls have been answered. We're back.
Yeah.
We're here. And we're relating again.
A lot went on in the news. A lot's happened. A lot's gone down.
What do you want to do first?
I just want to explain the whole world situation. Like we're here,
That's
still
a good
in
place to start,
quarantine.
'cause I was going to start on something else.
Yeah, start. Yeah, somewhere else. What did we do today? Oh, we watched the playoffs. We're in quarantine. It's the first ever NBA playoff in a bubble.
Yes.
Like there's no outside interaction with the players, and they're
At
all
least
just.
there isn't now. There was a little commotion about some wings.
Oh, that Lou Will, he got in trouble. Yeah, a couple players have stepped out. They've had personal issues. They've had funerals.
Yeah.
Medical emergencies pop up. They'll leave, but they have to be quarantined for a certain amount of time before they come back and play inside this NBA bubble. And it seems to be working. There's no quarantine or no COVID cases. They haven't had to shut any play down since it started back up, like baseball has.
Yeah, baseball basically shut down a whole team almost.
Yeah. And no, like a couple series have been canceled already because.
True. I know the Marlins have been fucking up.
Really?
Like
Miami.
19 people on the team have got it.
Yeah.
The Seahawks, NFL, cut one of their rookie receivers because he was sneaking girls into the hotel. So
Oh, I
they
didn't
just
hear
fired him on the spot.
So how is football doing? I haven't followed football at all.
Football's trying to do the same thing. Not like all in the same city, but each of the teams is doing their spring training at like a hotel.
So their own mini bubble
Right, yeah, little mini bubbles.
for training because they won't
Yeah.
start for a while.
Yeah, so they're all doing little mini training camp bubbles.
Yeah, college football, multiple
Conferences
have canceled their entire season.
And when we say like catching you up on what's going on in the world, we mean our world. We mean sports. We mean nothing real. Nothing
even matter,
that,
really.
Nothing that matters to you
I
or
don't know.
politics.
And people who like already follow sports know all this, so we're just
we're late.
bringing this up for no reason.
Back to the Future episode if you wanted to.
Let's get more personal, dude. What was going on tonight though? Breaking, the DNC virtual committee is going on.
I didn't realize they went virtual because
The
it was going to be in
national-
Jacksonville. They almost brought that
Convention.
or the
I didn't-
Republican National Convention was
Yeah.
almost going to be in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Almost brought that dirty shit here.
I mean, it's whatever. We deserve it. Florida's already been fucking up, so why not just go full throttle?
At this point, maybe what would it be like 4
Uh,
months in?
After Herman Cain died, you have to cancel it. Did you know about that?
Did he die from COVID?
Yeah. after like being outwardly, he was very open in saying don't wear a mask at the thing that you probably caught it at. It was in
oh boy,
where they told him Tulsa, where they were like, let's not
boy.
have it here. It's kind of a racially insensitive and COVID, and then he died from it. Yeah.
Damn.
See, you don't really know about it because not a lot of Instagram stars were
Not very trendy.
putting him on it. On their story.
I bet if fucking Bernie Sanders died, now
you know about it.
now we got Black Twitter involved.
Yeah, I mean, everyone knew about Herman Cain, though. We're just in our own little bubble.
Yeah. Well, he's dead. Donald Trump's brother, breaking news.
Oh, he died today.
He died.
Yesterday?
Someday. Everyone's going to die
Does it say what he died from? Do you think they would say if he died from COVID or no?
No. No way.
No?
Unless...
Donald Trump.
Yeah,
brother.
what does it say did he die from? His name is Robert. Wow. Died. He lived 71
Yeah.
years to be Donald Trump's brother.
Yeah. That was your fault, Robert.
Next time, be a better brother.
Yeah, it is kind of fucked up that his younger brother died because it's like you don't have that much time left.
No. That
If
puts
your
things in
younger brother
perspective.
died. 71.
You know what I mean?
Damn, it's New York Times. You have to log in. Do you have an account?
What? You have to log into the New York Times?
Yeah, they give you like a little bit.
I bet
Do you know the
it-
Guardian? Did you know the Guardian is a tabloid? I used to think it
What
was
does that mean?
like it's a lot of opinion pieces and a lot of ads, and a lot of like clickbaity shit.
You used to think it was...
I thought it was the
credible-
source. It's like it's a UK news source. It's not going to be
I thought it was the BBC. It turned out to be the Us Weekly of
Yeah.
UK.
age 71. So they didn't release a cause of death. They would.
Oh, COVID.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
COVID.
Do you think so?
It's for I mean, if you die from anything but COVID, you just say that nowadays.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you'll gladly be like, I was mauled by a bear.
Or what if it was like an overdose and they just want to keep that?
What do you think
71.
a guy like that overdoses on?
Viagra?
That's too like a guy like that, his level of status, you think he's still taking Viagra?
He what's the kid sucking hormone they're talking about? Like all the conspiracies? Adrenochrome? Adrena?
Is that like the kid blood or whatever?
Yeah. He overdosed
Baby
on
soup.
that. I don't know.
Oh, that's a good thing to talk about. How do you feel about, I wouldn't say Epstein Island, but just the pedophile ring in the midst of the pandemic?
I think it's going under the radar because of it.
On
in some
purpose? On perp?
Ways. Ooh.
Because I
Whoa,
do
you're gonna
feel
tie all
like
this together?
I do feel like we're putting a lot of the media is focusing on a lot of things. I feel like there's not a natural news cycle anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like the media is like spotlighting their focus.
It changes day to day too.
Right, but it's not like just things are happening like they used to.
What are the three things right now? There's
Black Lives Matter,
Black Lives Matter. 3 or 4 things.
the
There's
election,
the election, pandemic. There's no kid fucking.
and sports.
And sports, yeah.
Yeah,
Whoa. Yeah, why is there no kid fucking
right.
coverage?
There's not even been like a week where it was and then went away. There's just kind of keeping everyone's attention.
There
at
was a
everything
blip
else.
where Ghislaine Maxwell was arrested, and that was about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's gone. Because you can't not report on that.
Right, but I mean,
Do you think she's still alive? No.
I feel like they clone her. They Manchurian candidate her.
They get a body double and just give her a wig. I don't know. I don't know how deep you would go.
What if they give her a child? Say this is your purpose now. Like you can now
Why would they
fulfill
give
your
her
purpose.
But it's her, cloned.
That would be that if the fucking sickos, like the doctors, super high level, they give you a daughter, like you adopt, like you can't have children, and then you never find
No.
out that it is you that you're raising.
You raise her to be 14, and then one day,
She gets raped.
exactly in front of you.
No. Yeah.
No.
No, but I do think if you did raise your kid, not knowing it was your kid, you just thought it was like they look a lot like me, and then they get raped, and then you find out that it's you, and like
No. No, I just meant because you could get back at her. You could make her raise herself to eventually be raped one day, and you get back at her by having like I don't know if she has kids. Like she was raping other kids and other people's kids.
Yeah.
With Epstein, allegedly. Allegedly.
There should be a like medium well.
I'm glad we're starting here at Epstein, and then we can get to all the other people.
Yeah, trickle down.
Yeah.
But no, there should be like allegedly is like a medium stake. Like accusation is like a rare stake.
Well, that's
like
accusation.
you did it is like but
that's the same thing. Allegedly an accusation.
Yeah, but allegedly is a little bit more leaning toward.
Keep going with your analogy.
I think there should be another word between you did it and allegedly. Like basically.
Accused.
Yeah, but they're just talking about
accused rapist.
Or just be like, he's basically a rapist. I'm not saying he's a rapist,
you can't, though.
But I'm not saying he's a rapist.
Yeah.
Basically. Back on he basically did it.
Yeah, we can get to the other ones if you want from here. Ones that shook the comedy world over the last couple months.
Those I wanted to speak on because they're still silent. Or at least one is.
Yeah. We can start with old Callen because he's less silent.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
You know what I mean?
I don't know if you want to favoritism your boy, but
Callen. Oh, there's a dog right there. Callen. Initially, after the big story was put out by the LA Times, whatever hit piece that came out, whatever evidence was out there, he was staunchly against it, and he posted
squelched it.
He posted an Instagram video
within hours.
Yeah, where you could see his face. He refuted it.
Yeah, you could see the sincerity. You could see,
or
whether he was telling the truth or not. You saw like, at least I have your side of the story.
Or you saw the greatest piece of acting of all time.
So like, funny, right? Y'all remember when those allegations happened and y'all didn't think I could act for shit, right?
Well,
just leaves it at that. Basically.
I'm still on everyone's podcast.
Yeah. But yeah, Bryan Callen got accused of some forceful interactions and some lewd behavior.
Yeah.
A couple of stories came together. He is vehemently denying them.
See, they already know this, though. So we're just
no, but some people don't know.
Yeah. It was back in 1999, too, which is crazy.
Yeah. 19 years ago, a lady has
21
years ago, a lady has accused Mr. Callen of the allegations. Yeah. And, we're figuring it out. But he stopped podcasting for a little bit, canceled some of his shows. And then he, maybe 2 weeks went by. And instead of doing a free podcast, now they're doing the podcast on Patreon.
Whoa, there was a lot in how you just worded that. Instead of just doing, you could have just said a podcast, which is normally free. You said,
you said it backwards.
No, I know. You didn't have to include free at all. You could have just said, instead of doing a regular podcast.
If you're paying for this podcast right now, podcasts used to be free.
and you got gypped.
You're listening to this on Patreon. We thank you. But yeah.
No.
They went off.
It is a weird decision to come back to doing your thing and making people pay for it. Mainly your fans, because that's the only people who would watch it.
Right. That's the only people who watch podcasts are your fan. Not like fleeting people don't really watch or listen to podcasts.
Even people who tweeted at you after all the news came out, like the week later, like once they got the information on Twitter, they're not going to follow your podcast and listen to it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's
only your fans are. And it went from being a regular podcast, now he's having to pay for it. I get it. I don't know if he was trying to capitalize on the news. You guys want to hear what's going on.
It seems kind of gross in that way. I get it kind of,
it also feels like as soon as an allegation happens, everyone loses their sponsors, and they're not going to do a free podcast.
True, we did talk about that, how the sponsors who do sponsor the podcast already.
Yeah, when you have a big podcast, you start to get paid for the podcast.
Say Bryan decides to do an ad, or decides to be on the podcast, and then they have their ad on that podcast, they could get flack.
Right.
Yeah, so that's why they've had guest hosts just doing it.
Yeah, so maybe they lost their ads. They're still trying to get paid, make it worth their while. Who knows? We'll figure it out. But Bryan Callen, another Roganite bites the dust.
You know those guys, I wonder how much of their nut is covered by like their podcast. Like they all have like different things going on.
Entire budget, like what all of their income.
Is that like 35% of their
I wonder how much
mortgage?
money you're really.
Is
how
it
much
all
is
their
Spotify and MeUndies really gonna?
Yeah. Like, because if it is a significant amount, then you're fucked. Like your career's over.
Yeah. You're not getting that back.
But if you did rape a chick, then it should be.
Is there any way to unrape a chick though?
No.
That's the thing. Like it's hard to unrape.
Yeah. What are you trying to say? Should there be a
But like, there's no way he can go back
guys?
to get his sponsors. Like, dude, I didn't do it. They're just gonna be like, it's sticky.
Oh, in their
You know what
eyes.
I mean?
I thought you meant like the actual crime.
Yeah, like even if he
What?
doesn't do it, they're just like, yeah, it's still kind of sticky, dude.
Yeah. Or even if she comes out and says, I was having, I don't know, like I needed some kind of I can't even like.
Whatever it is.
Whatever
whether
it
it's
is.
true or false, there's no undo. Like R. Kelly, who's the guy who got off?
What if she
something?
recants? That's all I'm saying. What if she does recant?
Right. What if R. Kelly was right? What if OJ
no.
didn't do it? What if, you know what I mean? There's no putting the ointment back in the bottle.
He didn't do it. OJ.
Well, he wrote that book. What if
Did
I
it ever get released?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's bad.
It's just so bad.
I thought it never got released. Like it was about to.
No, I'm pretty sure it hit as a bestseller. What if I did it?
No. I think his lawyers advised him against that eventually. I don't think it actually came out. But the last guy we can talk about, moving on from Epstein to Callen to D'Elia. Those are all the same.
Are they all the same kind of guy?
I hate when people do that. It was just in this clutter of notes, man.
Oh.
But yeah, D'Elia had some allegations. Only real proof.
I think it's more of like a Callen category and then a D'Elia and Epstein category.
I don't think even D'Elia and Epstein are in the same category. Because one, there's like actual anecdote where like there's video, there are receipts, so to say. Like there is money exchange. There was a whole breeding, grooming culture going on, like with like the Epstein thing and like the massages and like recruiting girls. With D'Elia, it looked like he was just a little sad. Like it's just sad, everything. It almost like takes down like your...
You lose the macho bravado when you seem like a simp.
Not a simp.
It seems like my first joke when I initially read it was like, dude, this guy can't even... Well, it's a terrible joke. But I was like, dude, this guy like, can't even pick up middle schoolers.
Yeah.
Like, as a celebrity, like, if a Jonas brother walked in, like, girls are going to go crazy. But, like, how do you creep out a girl who is, like, a fan of yours?
Yeah, well, those who don't know, Chris D'Elia was, like, exposed in an article that was, like, tweeted out by a journalist that said that he was grooming girls... underage girls, 16 to 18, like that range.
Not too underage, but under 18.
Yeah, and since it's come out, no one's really come forward and said they've had actual interactions with him underage. Like it was all maybe just like maybe a text he sent out or an email or a DM.
All just like creepy, awkward, but nothing super
concrete.
tangible yet.
Yeah, and it's just like he's still in hiding, which is weird. He does have a brand new baby. Which that could just be he wants to focus on family. He? Yeah.
With who?
I don't know. She's online. She's a cute girl, but cute woman.
Girlfriend or wife?
Girlfriend.
You think they're divorced now? Or?
Well, they were never married, so.
Oh.
So yeah, but it's like no one really came out and said there was any proof. What?
That was the first picture when it said Chris D'Elia girlfriend, just him next to himself. All right, sorry, that was funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was the first one in the midst of the pandemic when nothing was going on, nothing was in the news cycle, and it's like, hey, Chris D'Elia got caught up, and he,
Think about D'Elia and Callen though. Callen deleted all mention of Chris D'Elia off of his Instagram since all that stuff came out, and it just looked weird. It maybe because I thought since thinking about it, because I don't know, it's like you see the articles and you're like, oh, you freak out for a little bit, and then it's like, that's not my life. Like I don't know this dude. I don't know what really happened. But since I've like thought about it, maybe Callen already knew about this article being written about him whenever the D'Elia stuff came out, because they get a heads up. It's not like he just one day saw that and was like freaked out.
Yeah, but why would he delete the tweets? Or I mean, yeah,
he would delete the Instagram so people can't come back later and said, oh, or in the article itself, once it's released, like he still has ties
with,
and it's associated to D'Elia. Like they can't say that at least. So like it's just one less knock at D'Elia, one less thing to use against him. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, kind of helps them both.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. It does look shady. It does look like you just
It looks like a
up.
jaded ex. You know what I mean? Like, just keep the pictures up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Archive them. Don't delete.
Right.
It's my motto. Yeah, the playoffs are going on. Who do you got going all the way? You asked me.
For the people who didn't listen, just run that part back. He said, you know what he said. Don't send him anything.
Oh, yeah.
Archive, don't delete. What? You said you deleted it. What were you saying? The bubble?
The butt. Oh. I thought you said butthole. I thought you were trying to reference something from earlier.
The butthole.
No, NBA playoffs. So you got going all the way. We talked about it earlier.
Portland Trailblazers.
Trailblazers.
My boy Melo getting.
Oh my
boy Melo getting the ring this year. My boy. It's Dame time.
If
it's
Dame
Melo
drops
time.
60 every game, maybe.
If Melo gets himself a cool 30, and Dame is dropping those 40 bombs.
He is averaging like 20.
Yeah, we're doing
20
good.
points a game.
We're
Like, he's
fine.
not doing terrible.
I like how we're Portland these days.
We're Portland.
We're doing good. We're doing good.
You're saying we're.
We're making a run.
Where's your Portland jersey?
It's in the mail.
Look at it.
Oh, but yeah, I think I'm a Trailblazers fan. This is a good playoffs. Like, I've surprisingly, it's got a good storyline to it.
Yeah, I hope Melo gets a ring in his last year. That'd be good for him.
He's got to knock out LeBron first round.
First round.
So it's going to be real tough.
And they barely snuck in the playoffs.
Yeah.
They had to play. They almost lost. Did you see the bubble game?
To the Grizzlies?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With Morant. Dude, they almost lost that. They have to win 4 games against the best. I got the Lakers.
Lakers in what?
Lakers going all the way. They're gonna lose one. They're gonna lose one to the Trailblazers. It said Bucks and Lakers.
He did say that.
Yeah.
I say Trailblazers finals champions. Damian Lillard.
Let's go for real though. Let's go for real. Like, you think they're gonna go all the way? Just like, I'm not trying to, like, I know you're a mellow guy, but if you had to put money on it.
Why didn't you just say stop when you said for real? Like life consequence.
Yeah, I just wanted to give you more.
I'm
writing it down. That's why.
The Trailblazers, dude.
All right, Dean Trailblazers.
Like, there's 2 teams. There's either the Bucks, the Lakers, and there's everyone else who's like tier 2. There's no like real, like, I mean, I guess the Nuggets are a tier 3, but like everyone's kind of in the same. Almost got it.
You know what I will say? LA will win the championship.
You get 2 teams.
Exactly.
That's
how you win. That's how you cheat Vegas.
I got LA. Yeah. Sports. More sports. Breaking news sports, which you already know about if you're going to listen to this. John Jones is out, baby. He's out. Light heavyweight title vacated.
He's in, though.
I mean, he's in, but he's out of the division.
Yeah, but he's into heavyweight.
He's out of light heavyweight, vacated title. He's in to heavyweight. Stipe, John Jones. He liked what he saw. He was trying to dig at Cormier. He got his fight. Stipe looks kind of small for a heavyweight, so it's not a stretch.
True. He did look shredded he was 236 coming in the last fight, 233?
230 or something like that, closer to 230.
Yeah. And
looks shredded.
And you don't drop weight. Like, you're still like gaining if you're, plateauing.
And John Jones is probably just going to come in solid. Stipe might try to put on some weight, maybe get an advantage.
What
but
if John Jones comes in sloppy, though?
John Jones never sloppy.
Do you think he's going to strengthen his calves?
Your punching power doesn't come from your calves.
It could. It could get a little more.
Could.
Yeah.
Less doesn't come from your calves.
Yeah. You don't want smaller calves.
I don't know, dude. I like it. I think he's greatest of all time regardless, and I like how he's not being a dick and trying to do this double champ and hold up 2 belts at the same time. And
yeah.
Once I got 2 titles, now I'm going to take an 8-month vacation because I earned it. And no, none of that shit.
People do that?
Yeah, dude. Connor did it. Fucking
I thought
Henry
Connor
Cejudo
did
it.
Cejudo
Daniel
did.
Cormier tried to do it. Like,
He couldn't, though, John.
Yeah, John is at least like respecting the division. You guys go fight down there.
Have you rewatched the? I didn't see any of the DC fight. I was talking too much at Allen's.
I didn't rewatch it,
Yeah.
but I watched it pretty good. I might need to rewatch it.
Did he look old? I saw clips and I was like, he doesn't look like he even wants to be.
He always looked himself, always a little bit scared but game. But the eye poke made him seem very like
that was,
wounded.
Yeah. Cornea. Ripped
Corny
cornea.
motherfucker got his cornea ripped, which was pretty blatant and deliberate. Like
Really?
it was. I mean, not deliberate, but like when the replay showed it, it wasn't like a glancing. It went in his fucking eyeball. Like it looked like it really blinded him for a little bit. So yeah, sucks to be him, but
Kalema. Right to his face. Shocked to the. Wow. Still no comedy.
Still no comedy. But the people who are doing comedy are getting yanked off stage. Can you believe it?
Oh, you're talking about like real people doing comedy. I thought you meant like local comedy. That's still real people doing comedy though.
Right. Well, I just say
Fucked
real.
up.
What do you mean real people doing comedy?
I meant like in front of people. Like an audience, man. I can't wait for that.
Like not a crowd, like more than 10 people. I mean, like an audience, I can't see an individual.
Yeah, like groupthink may occur.
Like if you fall down, everyone's gonna think someone else is gonna help you. Like that many people. Like 4 people, they're gonna look at each other and be like, "I'm gonna help them up right now." Like I need at least 12 people
Like we
to
can
be
get
like
a chant going.
big
good.
enough for a wave. If a wave can't travel through without people just putting their hands in the air, not an audience.
I want the heat to change in the room.
That's what we want on our comedy shows here in Jacksonville. We want a heat change.
Yeah, man.
Heat change comedy show.
But you're talking about people getting yanked down. Big J Okerson.
Yeah, you break it down, you know more than me.
Yeah, watch the whole breakdown. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, but you knew before the breakdown.
So they're New York comedians. They went to the show in Pennsylvania. It's an outdoor venue. They just built a stage, so people are sitting in like little plots. You know how like they'll have like little social distance events where they'll have like a little spray paint
Squares out.
Yeah, on the ground. So people are doing that. Big J Okerson went up after a guy named Louis J. Gomez, and before he went up, Louis was talking shit to this girl off stage. You know, like she was heckling.
A little crowd work-ish.
Yeah. So Big J goes on, but the girl went to, in between, she left to go talk to her brother who was out in the car to talk shit about the comedian who was on stage. So the big brother comes back. He thinks it's Big J was talking shit, but it was really Louis J. But he had already gotten off stage. Mm-hmm. So he went and pulled Big J Okerson down. And then,
by his ankles.
I'm not good at I hate telling stories, dude. I'm the worst at
literally,
stories.
like, I knew the story from beginning to end and got disinterested as he was talking. You know what I mean? I even know the twists and turns.
I can see it in your eyes.
I was like, no, he's going to pick up
I got like so out of breath.
The story's going to get interesting. He's going to pick up steam. And he's just like, and he just got pulled off stage. I'm like, wait, that's the interesting part. It's the cool part. But no, okay. Comedian doing his thing, basically heckling this girl. Or not heckling, doing crowd work. Boyfriend gets mad and then goes on stage. Brother. Comedian sitting on a stool. Grabbed by his ankles from an elevated place and ripped onto his back and then onto the ground. It was pretty dramatic. Pretty badass for the brother to do. Not gonna lie. A BA move at a comedy show.
That's a dick move, dude.
Would you ever, if you were having a bad time at a comedy show, think to rip the person off stage?
No, because I'm a human being.
That's kind of a savage move, though.
That's he could have killed him, dude. He could have hit his head right on his.
Imagine.
Because of a joke that he didn't not.
You think Louis J. Gomez makes another joke if Big J dies right in front of him?
He would. He would. He's a real ass dude. He really would. You don't know Louis J. Gomez. You don't know the
Big J. Okerson's like, God damn it, dude. I died in vain?
Nah, he would think it's funny.
Yeah, but the dude, it was a gangster move. Like, you know what I mean? It was some Thomas Shelby shit. So, I got to give him props for that. But he did get his ass whooped. Big J and Louis and like a couple other people came and whooped the dude's ass.
So, it would be cool if I was on stage somewhere and some guy just yanked my feet.
I'm not saying it would be cool, but I'd respect the dude for doing it.
You would respect the guy who yanked You're like, oh, that's cool. Oh, but I gotta go get my boy. Like you would do that.
Okay, I'd be surprised. Like, if he came up to you and yanked you by your ankles, I wouldn't be ready to react. Why? Because I didn't
wrong with you, man?
respect his gangsta. You know what I mean? I didn't think he'd ever take it there. I thought he was still living in this civilized world with the rest of us, and then he just goes...
Yeah, I've never had anything like that. I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy. What would you do if someone was just walking towards you? I mean, I wouldn't just let them grab my feet, I don't think.
Hey, he gets respect. Big J loses respect. You never gonna let a man grab your ankles ever. What'd you think he was gonna take his shoes off?
Right? Kiss
That's a better thing. Like,
Yeah, why do you let him get
respect? What are you doing? Like, ah!
Look at this guy coming up here, about to grab me.
What are you gonna
do
yank me
anything?
off stage?
What are you gonna do, huh? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. If I was in the side crowd and I saw a dude yank you off stage by your ankles, it'd probably be 3 seconds being like this. Oh shit. And then I'd go help. But it'd be like, holy shit, he really just yanked him off the stage by his ankles.
This is honest. I don't know what I would do.
It's impressive.
Yeah. I'm so scared to get in a fight.
I'm
scared of the unknown. So
the blind spots. I feel like I got a lot of...
Because people will wait for stuff to go down and then attack you from behind. It's always what I'm worried about. And then, like, you can't really defend yourself.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, that'll get you.
Yeah.
That'll get you. You gotta fight people who don't look like they have friends.
Oh, my God. you have to bully people.
You always have the numbers.
I think a great general said once.
Bully the weak, I think, is what the quote was.
Yeah, still no comedy. Have you...
Still no comedy, but I'm doing comedy on Wednesday. So if this is getting dropped before Wednesday, CBD Cafe and Mandarin, 9 o'clock, Wednesday, open mics.
It's an open mic?
For comedy only. It's fun.
Ooh.
It's more than 10 people, less than 20. And we're all going to be giggling our asses off in there.
Damn. I might have to do that. I might have to show up.
He has to.
Nah, I might.
Well,
I might have to.
He's gonna.
Yeah. Interesting. CBD, right?
CBD Cafe, which are always weird.
Yeah.
CBD, like, it's not quite a bar and it's not quite a vape lounge.
Can you vape inside?
Yes.
So it's a vape lounge.
But it's like, it's not. It's like a jewelry store that sells detox tea. Like, the vibe is...
They have, like, sweets? Like little chocolates?
They probably have mints that you can eat outside.
Okay.
Like, it's a confusing place. It's a very confusing place. But yeah, see you there. 9 o'clock, CBD Cafe, Mandarin. You heard it here, maybe second or third, because somebody probably told you, you're like, I'm not going. But now you know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I know. What else you got? What you got over there?
That was a short list you had.
I'm still going. I just want to sprinkle some of your bullshit in there.
Bull, she says. I got Biden. Biden picked a VP. I don't know much about that. Talked about that. Shrimps?
No, don't do that.
Which one are you pointing at?
New music.
New music.
New music.
New music. Pandemic's been happening. Had a lot more free time. Surprising myself, I've been listening to more music than podcasts. And
I need to start doing that. I listen to too many podcasts.
I've been listening to music and audiobooks.
Audiobooks, though, too. I haven't listened to audiobooks.
Shifted my focus.
Yeah. What's your book right now?
I'm on Maps of Meaning.
Who's that?
Jordan P. Peterson.
Peterson, man.
The guy, logic. Like,
yeah, but he's
just
super into
logos.
pills.
What are you talking about,
Look
dude?
up Jordan Peterson pills.
Why do I need to worry about his pill addiction?
You're right, man.
His logic. Even if you don't agree with what he's saying, his logic is so sound that it's understandable. It's a little bit dense, but he breaks it. It's so dense because he explores every avenue and like makes it very easy to grasp.
Yeah.
But I finished 12 Rules. Listening to Maps of Meaning. Gonna listen to Own the Day next. But I've been listening to a lot more R&B. R&B. Just change the
Old? New?
new R&B.
New R&B.
Change the vibe up. I feel like I still listen to like rap and shit, but I'm less angry.
New R&B is like too filtery. Like I can hear the voice filters and the effects and the auto tune and the.
That's because you're getting the commercial shit.
Am I?
Yeah.
Spotify shit.
Yes. They got some good
Yeah.
people out there.
Okay.
I'll put you on Snow Allegra. Fucking who's the new girl?
I've been on that feeling.
Mahalia.
Mahalia. No.
Mm-hmm. There's a couple of good ladies out there.
She's Sudanese.
I don't know, but she's very good looking. She's not attractive. I'll say that.
It's beautiful. I've been listening to Effective Communication. It's a lecture series. Neil Brennan suggested it like a month ago on his Instagram, and I just now like gotten around to it, to doing the lectures. But you do a lecture, you listen to it, you read it, and then you do like the exercises at the end, and it's like basically breaking down how we communicate and how to be better at it, and what to see, and how not to react, and how to, yeah.
Which brings me to my segment. Look into it. That's what the segment's called.
Look into it.
It's basically things that I thought of that are interesting points. Humans are the most advanced animal on the planet, still evolving. Do you think they will ever get to a point where humans don't miscommunicate? Like, do you think animals miscommunicate?
Yeah, but there's a clash usually that goes with it.
I feel like there's a lot of subtleties in human behavior that can cause gray area.
So the breakdown of communication is usually when things get violent. Like breakdown in communication between like tribes, between people, personal level.
But
So
do you think we'll ever just be teleconnected?
maybe that's how we get to peace. That's what I mean. That's how we get to a place where there is no clash, because we won't miscommunicate. But there's also this aspect of like dominance, and like maybe we'll evolve past like people being more dominant. That's what we're fighting out right now, is all this like
I don't
Black
think
Lives
that'll
Matter
ever
shit.
go away. I think as long as there are more than two people, there's always going to be
There will
a stronger and a weaker.
Then there will always be miscommunication.
No, but you can still communicate effectively. My argument was they always say how aliens communicate telepathically.
Yeah.
I have to get an idea out of my head, communicate it to you and into your head. If I could just put the idea in your head,
But
there'd be no miscommunication.
But communication and how we take those ideas is shaped by our entire experience up until that point. We all have different experiences up until that point. So it can never be the same. Like you can't send me like a thought airdrop and me read it the same as you read it, because I'm reading with a different CPU. Whoa.
Look into it.
Look into it.
Look into that.
Is miscommunication going to be eradicated?
Yeah. You think we evolved past miscommunication?
Could be.
That's the one. Ooh, all right. This is a nugget my dad dropped me, and it blew my mind. All right. We were sitting in the kitchen, and he was holding a hat.
That's a water bottle.
This is a water bottle. This is a water bottle.
All right.
He was holding a hat. He was holding it out, and he looked at me, and he said, "Wouldn't it be cool if I let this water bottle go, and it just stayed right here?
Yeah.
Like if I let it go and it just stayed there." And I was like, "Yeah, that would be pretty cool." And he's like, "Isn't that pretty cool that that's kind of how the entire universe works? Like the Earth is just kind of like in space."
Yeah. But there's a whole bunch of other forces at play. Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
It's there.
Yeah.
In the middle of whatever the fuck we're in the middle of. It's just floating
Yeah, why doesn't it just get yanked apart?
by anything.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, it's just everything works by gravity basically, but if you're big enough, you just kind of sit there.
Yeah. Ooh.
Look into it.
If you're big enough, you just kind of sit there.
Like the only reason this doesn't sit here isolated is because it's smaller than the Earth and it gets pulled down to the Earth.
Yeah.
But eventually things just get so big and so spread apart that they're just kind of floating in space.
Is that how we do Earth too? We create some kind of thing that takes all the molecules from Earth. Like we're trying to get away from it. We try to create a new Earth, but we just suck on that. Doesn't make any sense. Is that a black hole? Basically, that's what I'm saying.
A black hole? What do you mean a black hole?
Like a molecule mover.
You're losing me on these words. Black hole and molecule. Oh, all right. This is another thing
I don't know, man. That was your dad does mushrooms though.
I don't know. But he definitely does mushrooms. Another thing he said is humans definitely could not be in UFOs because we like the way UFOs move, we'd be like splattered on the walls. Yeah. So he said like eventually when like the way aliens move, like their bodies have to be made of something. Like, you know, the same way like aliens communicate telepathically. Like if something was controlling that thing, like they aren't affected by gravity. Yeah. It's like they've evolved. Like just look into this shit, dude. Like imagine that. Imagine it.
Yeah. Damn. What's your dad? Like your dad's pretty out there, man.
Dude, you just fucking drop a nugget on you.
You're just like, I don't know, man.
They'll just ask you, you're sitting at dinner, just be like, you got your helmet on? Because douche, and then it'll just blow your head up, and then you just live 28 more years, you know?
Yeah. Jesus, man.
Yeah. Look into it.
Heavy shit. That's your segment?
That's my segment. Look into it.
Hell yeah.
You're fucking nasty, dude. This is fucking gross.
Leads us
Ace
to the closing part of this podcast today. We have to bring up a very special organization, a very special person.
They're doing good work.
Yeah, I think it's multiple people. She always references a team. The she we're talking about. Mm-hmm. I don't think is she unnamed. They. Let's say they.
Right. They.
Who knows she? Doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
They out people. Did it start in like another state?
No, it's here first. I think.
Is here
I think
first?
She started it here, and she's working on, or they are working on getting it to other places.
Okay, so the organization is called ACE, Alliance Against Childhood Exploitation.
Yes. Alliance Against Childhood Exploitation.
Explain what they do before I fuck it up.
It basically outs sexual predators and deviants, I guess, would be the most broad way of covering it.
Yeah.
They basically set up a sting operation, I guess, on a lot of different platforms, like social media platforms, imposing or impersonating as like younger males or females, always underage, and like I guess they just kind of
so the pose is like a 15-year-old and then try to meet up with like a 30-year-old person.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Like that kind of scene. That's where I'm not sure how it goes. Like I'm not sure if they like try to meet up with them or if they just kind of are bait and like they.
Yeah, I'd want to see like if they're pushy at all or leading.
Right.
Yeah.
But basically, like they get these sexual predators, and the I wouldn't say the coolest and the wildest part about it is it's all local.
Yeah.
So like.
It's all in Jacksonville.
Yeah, it's all like Jacksonville, Orange Park, Jack's Beach, like all in the area and just like normal looking people. And you're like, holy fucking shit, they live among us.
Yeah.
But like she confronts these people, always does it on Facebook Live. So like, and usually has like a bodyguard with her. And like, she's not doing anything to like.
She's
not trying to arrest these. Yeah, she's not trying to arrest them, but she does turn over all of her evidence to the cops for the cops to arrest them. But she just wants to confront these people.
I didn't know that. I like that.
She say all the screenshots and everything and the video that she confronts them. She sends all of it and she says, "We don't personally arrest these people, but we hope the cops do the right thing, and we always send everything to the cops."
Yeah.
But she basically confronts these people on Facebook Live, like, "Hey, we know who you are. We know who you've been talking to. We have the screenshots. Like, do you want to say anything for yourself?" And the videos are a train wreck. They're awesome.
Yeah, usually people freak out, they leave, or they dumbly stick around. They just try to deny it, and like, you really can't. Like, yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Like, you can just kind of see the mental illness in it, and like.
But it's not like the Chris Hansen thing. With the Hansen thing and the To Catch a Predator thing, they were always like, it felt like half of them were like autistic.
Right.
Or like they were very alone and like it just didn't seem
like a
it didn't
lonely
feel
person,
right. Yeah.
Not like a predator.
But with these the local ones, like they just seem like regular dudes.
Yeah.
And it's creepy as fuck. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And how they react, it's like you have guilt. Like
you know what you're doing.
What the fuck? Like you don't know who you. It's like these people know exactly what's going on.
The only, and I know this isn't right, the only redeeming factor is it is a 15-year-old girl. It's not like a 9-year-old. It's a pubescent person, and like there is like a line in my brain, like I would never act on it, but like there's like a line where it's creepy, and then it's like straight up like
predatorial.
It's I don't know. You the thing you sent me, the case you sent, we can go on about that.
Yeah.
It's like that level, like under like prepubescent, like that's super creepy, dude. Like it's like
it's
a
less
baby,
than
it's like
underage.
a child. Yeah.
It's like children. You should use the word children.
Children, yeah, but
like,
even that doesn't like put the point across. Like especially with the thing you showed me, you sent me. So
like there was a
explain
local
what you saw.
There's a local story about a guy who I guess a couple of my friends went to school with, who ended up getting caught with child pornography on their phones or hard drives or whatever it is, got caught up in this whole like child pornography ring, and the arrest report had, out of like the thousands of files and things, like they had like 10 of the files on there.
And the description of what was in the video.
The descriptions of the videos.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it was
I'm into like horror movies and dark shit, but like it was some of like the most like vulgar shit I've ever read.
Stuff being done to babies, toddlers.
Yeah. Like
just crazy shit. Yeah.
Not things you wouldn't even think were real. Like I was telling Zach, like that child pornography isn't a good word for it. It just sounds too soft.
Yeah.
Like it should be like something worse.
Yeah. So I get these guys are like scummy. They're texting 15-year-old girls. They're like 28, 30. But like it's not the same thing. And I don't know. Like how legal is what she's doing? Do we know? Or they're doing?
What do you mean? What they're doing?
Yeah. I mean, can you do that? Like
all the way up until the point of like hanging out with
posting posting like the ace exploitation people, like posting their face online, because that's all hearsay until it is evidence, until it is a court case. Like you could be slandering someone's name. You know what I mean? Or like no one would ever come back at you. Like the level of guys that they're catching, they're like obviously like
very right.
They're not like, it's not like well-to-do
High
people
profile.
who could come after her. They're like, I don't know, like lower middle class people.
I mean, I feel like I don't feel like evidence. I feel like I guess it's not evidence unless it's in court, but I feel like it's proof enough.
But at that point, say you have this Facebook page that has like 60,000 likes or whatever, you have a lot of power if you did have
like a slander somebody.
Yeah, you have all the tools to do it. It's like, what's the legal recourse? Like, I like what she's doing. I'm not against it, but I'm worried.
Is like, I don't know what starts getting illegal. Is talking to 15-year-old underage people online illegal? Is meeting up with them illegal? Is the act of like when you do the sexual thing? Like, I don't know.
Right.
So is she really catching people doing shit, or is?
But no, not really.
Right. So I'm trying to.
It's just like shaming someone, basically.
Yeah. Well, hopefully shaming them before they actually like fuck their life up. Like.
Yeah, true. Could be thwarting them, or hopefully you're not catching someone who's like really good at it and like knows the signs. And
yeah,
if they were though, they probably wouldn't fall for that.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. So maybe she is like curving some people off doing it.
And I was thinking like, I don't know. I kind of want to see the conversation, because like, do they send pictures to these people like of like, I'm a real girl, like, and who is that real girl they're sending pictures of? Like,
I think sometimes they do have like a decoy like underage girl.
But like, that seems so like, how does a 15-year-old girl understand what she's working as?
Yeah. For
like a sting operation, like that's gonna fuck her up too.
So we've talked about maybe having this person on the podcast. I don't know if they would do it. I mean, it's a video podcast.
We have a lot of, as you can see, we have a lot of questions.
Yeah, I just want to ask so many questions.
Yeah.
I agree with what you're doing, and I agree like these people should be outed, but what's like the main goal or motive, or you know what I mean? Like, what is everything? Like, why?
And how are you getting paid? Are you getting paid?
Like, shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, what's the not the end goal, but what's the motivation?
Yeah. And what if it's on some Dexter shit? You know what I mean? Who knows? We'll get to the bottom of it here at the Relatables. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, so that's our episode back. It's been a couple months. We're a little rusty.
Boom. What number is that? 172?
175.
175.
Yeah, we're getting up there.
Wait. Let me see. What's significance? 175. Significance. It has to mean something.
You piece of shit. You fucking goddamn fucker.
It's the angel number. How many times and situations change and change with them?
Yep. So it's the angel number episode. While you're munching on that, this angel cake of of audio in your brain. Please keep liking, sharing, subscribing, and as always, stay relatable.
Stay relatable, stay relatable, stay relatable, stay relatable, stay relatable, stay relatable. Can you relate? Stay relatable, stay relatable, stay relatable, stay relatable, stay relatable, stay relatable. Can you relate?